September 8th, 2021. So at this point, I just go through the roll call vote. That's what I do now. Linda?
Yes.
Okay. Ravonda Smith,
Aye.
Here.
Claire Cousin, here. Rebecca Wolf,
Here.
Marie Bao, Rebecca Borer,
Here.
Here.
Robert Davis, Anthony Bennett. And then I see legal counsel, but I don't know if we have anybody for that at the moment. So I guess we just go through the agenda, correct? Or Vonda, do you want me to wait?
I can hear everything. I'm just driving, so I can hear everything you guys are doing.
Okay. So for orders of business, we have a welcome to our new resident commissioner, Anthony Bennett, who I don't see on yet. I would love to meet him. And we also have the election of officers on the agenda for orders of business. How do we do that in Zoom? Rebecca?
I just wanted to suggest maybe for now we could just approve the meeting minutes. Like that's something we could take care of now. And then maybe wait to see if like Robert and Anthony join and whoever else is going to attend this evening.
Sure.
But I feel like the election of officers, from my understanding, right, typically it's the executive director that has read it off, but maybe someone else knows more than me. But basically you'd be like, this is the chairperson, and then someone would say, I nominate this person as the chair, and then someone will second that nom, and then a vote will occur. So that same kind of formula will be for each of the roles.
Okay. I just lost the agenda. And this is our annual meeting also, correct? So I have to say that also. This is awful.
You're doing an amazing job.
So can I get a motion to approve the meeting minutes from the special meeting on July 7th and July 14th?
I will make that motion, Ravonda.
I'll second it.
Rebecca. Motion carries. And did everybody get a chance to look at the accounts payable for July and August?
Yeah.
Can I get a motion to approve the accounts payable?
I'll make that motion, Rebecca Wolf.
I'll second. Claire. And then Vonda, do you want to introduce number 3, which is the interim?
Claire, we just have to quickly vote on the accounts.
Okay. Girl. Lord Jesus.
You get the motion and the second, and then you say all in favor, and then
All in favor? Linda, I'm sorry.
aye.
It's all good.
For number 1, the meeting minutes, all in favor?
Aye.
Hi.
Opposed? So carried. And then for the accounts payable, all in favor?
Aye.
Hi.
All opposed?
Aye.
Carries. Do we want to continue or do we want to wait and see if people get on for this part? Vonda.
Yeah, we can just continue on.
Okay, so right now we're at the introduction of the interim.
Yeah, so unfortunately, Deb wasn't able to be with us tonight because she did have a meeting of her own in Troy. But we do have a new interim executive director. Her name is Deborah Witkowski. I believe I'm saying it correctly. I have been able to have a few phone calls with her. She has accepted it. We just now have to vote on agreeing to her being our interim executive director. There also is a resume that I sent with Shaheem that he can share on the screen that she did send to me in an email as well. And I can send that to everyone as well. But Shaheem can absolutely share it on the screen if he would like. Her and I will be meeting for dinner in a couple days.
Which one are you looking for exactly? I'm sorry.
The interim executive director resume that I sent to you in an email. I can re-forward it if you like.
Yes, please. I have a list of documents from Tim. It doesn't seem like one of them.
Okay, I'll re-forward it right now.
Yeah, there we go.
And I just sent that over to you, Shaheem. Again.
He's got it up there.
Oh, okay. I've had multiple phone calls with her. She is so wonderful. She is so excited to be helping Hudson. And one of her first goals that she would like to start with is policy. So she wants to update all the policies, which is like something we've always wanted to do. So that was like so fantastic when she said she would love to do that for us. That's like her expertise is redoing policies. So that's the first thing that she's going to be jumping on when she gets there.
Awesome. Can I was just curious, are we going to be are we going to stay on our schedule for the RFQ? Like for that whole process that we have been on is that's a big, I'm hoping.
So for our RFQ at this time, it is on hold because HUD wanted us to put it on hold. And until Deb starts, which I'm hoping she can start Monday the 13th, which we'll be voting on as well. And I'm hoping that Tim's last day will be this Friday, which we'll be voting on as well. But once we have a new executive director in there, which can be the interim as well, we can pick up where we left off. But until then, it has been put on hold.
That's what I was wondering though, but that sounds like the answer is yes. She's going to be able to pick up where, yeah, that's great.
And I was able to let her know exactly where we are, what we have been doing, what our goals are, and she's loving every bit of it. So.
Ravonda, I'm curious too. Does she have meetings on Wednesdays typically? And would it maybe help for us to change our meeting time? I know that there's other commissioners that might have things that actually multiple other commissioners that have things that conflict with our current meeting time. So if she does too, maybe we could work that out.
She does not. I did ask her that. She actually had a special meeting with the city tonight, the city of Troy. So that's why she wasn't able to attend tonight, but she did say Wednesdays at 6 is fine with her and she could be in person, Zoom, whatever we would like from her. But she did say Wednesdays at 6 worked for her, just not tonight because she has a special meeting with the city.
Wednesdays in January are going to be an issue for me going forward. Mondays are free for me and Fridays, which I know nobody ever wants to do, but Wednesday is going to be a conflict come January.
Okay, I know that this came up before with Rebecca Wolf, and I'm always end up changing the day. You know, I just continued on with what I came on the board with. but
Right.
we can absolutely do a doodle poll, like I wanted to do in the past, and figure out. You said either Mondays or Fridays. Yeah, I definitely don't want to do the Fridays, but
Right.
I can do a doodle poll for Mondays and see if that works for everyone.
Marie?
A couple of just two quick questions. How long is her interim, executive directorship, if that's the best way to put it?
So she's willing to stay with us until we don't need her anymore. She's also willing to do whatever she needs to do to get us a new executive director, any paperwork, anything to help us in that way. But basically, she's just here until we find
Got it.
our new ED.
Okay, so she's may or may not be interested in applying for the job at some point, but she's really,
Yes, no, she's not interested in being the
Okay.
full-time ED, only interested in interim.
okay, and is she gonna be mostly on-site, or is it gonna be a combination of sort of on-site and remote working?
So she's still works for the city of Troy at this time. So she's basically working at our site a few days out the week and in Troy a couple days out the week.
Okay.
Just have a question about our legal counsel. Like I know we have a couple of potential like RFPs. Like I know when we discussed with the administrative staff, one thing was that there was a real need for like a mental health worker, and so like we were talking about putting an RFP out for that. And I'm wondering if we still need if we are going to also have an RFP for legal counsel. I'm just curious if she'll be able to handle that stuff.
So she knows about the legal counsel and us needing that. Her and I had a meeting with HUD last week. She did say that she would be continuing that. I know Tim said that he had submitted a few and only one got back to us, but not with the I will do it, just we'll get back to you. But she's willing to pick that off right where it left off. So she knows that we're in need of a legal counsel at this time. The mental health part, I don't think that she's aware of. I'm not really sure. I know Tim just sent me a text message saying he can't get in, so I just forwarded him the Zoom. Maybe he'll be able to talk more on that. I'm not really sure on that.
It looks like he just got here. Hi, Tim.
I'm in.
Do we have Anthony's contact to try to get him in here? And Robert? Does anyone have it?
I'll,
Tim, do you have Anthony and Robert's contact to see if they want to join us?
I'll give him a call. Hold on one second. Let's see.
And may I just, while Tim is reaching out, Ravonda, I just have a question. It's just a recap. Would you say that aren't the interim director's jobs are essentially the sort of root branch to branch policy review, the RFP for legal counsel, and the RFP for executive director? Would you say those are the three things that she is expected to do?
For sure, absolutely.
And are there any others that you have in mind for her to do while she's interim director?
I know the first thing that she wants to focus on is the office itself. She wants to fill it out, see where any of her expertise can work. She did ask what did we need from her, like a now type of thing. So we are supposed to be reconnecting tomorrow evening when she gets off. I'm happy to write down a list that you guys would like me to add to her. One thing that I did let her know was for the executive director full-time, the legal counsel, everything that we needed for HUD to pick up our RFP where we left off.
Okay. So she is going to look at where we are with the RFP. Once we get the green light from HUD, we'll be able to hit the ground running.
Exactly.
Cool. All right. That's good. And sorry, one more question about, how many hours is she able to commit to this work? Has she mentioned it?
So she did send like a little, her and the Troy Housing Authority attorney did write up like a contract that I did send to Tim to share with everyone. I could forward it
Okay.
to everyone.
I think,
But she does have a contract.
I think it's 10 hours, between 10 and 20 hours a week,
Okay.
I think is what it is in the contract.
Well, I mean, just looking at this list, I can't see being able to get this plus the base job managing the building in less than 20 hours a week, but maybe I'm wrong. I mean, I suppose she might be able to do it all in 10 hours, but she has up to 20 hours a week. Is that what the contract says?
That's what
Rebecca?
it says. I just looked at.
Okay, that's good. As long as it's 20, up to 20, that's good.
How did it work out, Tim, for reaching out to them?
I left a message with Robert Davis. Anthony, the phone just rang. There was no voicemail.
Ravonda, I think Robert actually works.
Yeah,
This
I
has
think
been
so, Marie.
And I think he works nights. And I think this has been an issue about, anyway, this has been an ongoing issue, I believe, that because he works nights.
So, I mean, what is he doing? Being it's an ongoing issue because we have our meetings at night. So what does that mean?
Well, I guess somebody is going to need to talk to Robert and find out what he wants to do. I mean, I'll talk to him if you want. See if he's, if he can make some kind of changes to his schedule so he can be here once a month.
I just wanted to add some clarification on what we were talking about before. The part of the contract with the Troy Housing Authority it just says, it is contemplated that the executive director will have to spend considerable time to learn the details of HHA policies and operations, and therefore the ED will be authorized for the first 30 days of the agreement to spend the necessary time to do so. So I guess the first 30 days is just kind of like unlimited time. And then after that first 30 days, it's 10 hours weekly, no more than 20, just to clarify.
Thank you for that. And she did let me know that her first few weeks here, she was going to be doing mostly full time for us to get us where we should be. So I'm sure she's got it all figured out.
She's definitely got the resume, you know. I mean, it's a pretty impressive resume.
She's pretty impressive. I mean, every phone call we had has been like so good, and she's brings so much to the table for us. It's amazing.
Do we have a lot of things we have to vote on today?
So I believe we have to vote on Tim's last day, Deb's first day. Is there anything else, Marie, that we would have to vote on?
No, may I just say that the annual, we usually elect officers. I think we should postpone that till our next meeting. Because I think we really need to have the executive director in place to do that. I believe, if I'm not wrong, we are supposed to vote on officers tonight.
Yeah, that's it. Yep, that was in the packet. and it's
Yeah.
on the agenda.
The question is, yeah.
No, we're just also missing 2 commissioners, so it'd be good to have everyone here.
Should
So
make
I would like,
Go ahead.
so may I make sorry, I'd like to make a motion to move the election of officers to our October meeting, if I'm allowed to do that.
I'll second it.
Chair,
I don't know what's going on.
Claire, are you here?
Yeah, sorry.
Are you the,
Oh,
are you, yeah, we
I
just
didn't
need to
realize
take a,
I was muted. I'm sorry. I didn't realize
That's
I
okay.
was muted, guys.
that's
I
okay.
am home and I'm ready now.
We wanted to make a motion to have our officer elections in October rather than tonight, since we're missing 2 board members and we're going to have a new executive director in place. So I was wondering if we could make a motion to do that and how people feel about that.
And I seconded the motion, even though it wasn't.
Technically a motion.
Yeah.
Ravonda, is that good? Are you okay with that?
Sure.
Can I officially make the motion? Does the chair have to do that? I don't know. I make a motion to postpone our vote, our officer vote until October.
And I second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes.
Robert Davis just texted me. He won't be available. He's in a meeting that's going to last a couple hours, so he won't be here.
Okay, so does anyone else have anything they would like to add about Deb or any other questions about Deb? She does have an email that you guys can email her and ask her any questions. I will be calling her tonight after this meeting to give her an update on if we approved her starting on Monday or not. I can share her email with everyone if they don't have that. All right, so we're just moving right on to new business number 4, I believe, resolution 518, operating budget proposal.
You
Is that
didn't
correct?
vote on the,
I'm sorry, say that again.
you didn't vote on Tim's last day and Deb's first day.
Okay. So do I make a motion to, I make a motion
Yes.
for Tim's last day to be Friday, September 10th.
I'll second that
At the-
motion.
All in favor, say aye.
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 Any opposed? Motion passes. I will now make a motion for Deb Wichkowski to begin Monday, September 13th, 2021 with the Hudson Housing Authority as an interim executive director. Can I have a second?
I'll second it. Rebecca Boer.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Yay. Tim, I'm gonna miss you.
I'm gonna miss you, Ravonda. It's been a
It looks like
pleasure.
it looks like you're getting ready for No Shave November.
I'm a little early, but it's been a pleasure. You are really fun to work with, and I had a great time with you as chair and the board. It's been a great time, and I wish you all the best of luck. And I think you guys will all do awesome. And I think Deb was a great choice, and I hope she can get everyone ready for the next person to take over.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Tim.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Tim.
Ravonda, and thank you, everyone. I really appreciate it.
Thank you. Okay, now I think we're ready for number 4, Resolution 518, 2021-2022 operating budget proposal. Has everybody had a chance to look that over?
Yes.
Tim, was there anything you wanted to add to this?
No, I did put your recommendation in as far as the revised salary. I'm sure you saw that.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only change I've made since the original.
I have a quick question. Ravonda, is this something that we should also have Deb look over, or is this something that we're comfortable just voting on tonight?
I'm not, Tim, how does that work? Because I know you had said that we only could push it off for so long. Are we able to push it off until next month when Deb is here, or?
Yeah, I think so. Honestly, that may be a good idea, just so she's comfortable with all the numbers. And, I don't think there's any hard, fast rule that it has to be, obviously you want to vote on the budget before the beginning of the new year. But, like I said, the state always is late with their budget. I don't think it makes a difference. But I think that might be a good idea for her just to take a look at it, and as a courtesy for her to go ahead and look at and vote it in when she's there. I don't think it's going to matter.
Okay, so do we have to make a motion to table this, or are we able to just table it until October?
Yeah, I would just make a motion to table it.
Okay, I will make a motion to table 2021 operating budget number 518 until the October's monthly meeting. Can I get a second?
I'll second it.
Waiting patiently.
Thank you, Jen.
All
Marie.
in favor?
We
Aye.
went into a very detailed
Aye.
this evening, and it's
Any opposed? Motion passes. Okay, so we are now on review of weekly check signing duties assigned to commissioners. This is put on the agenda because I know Trish sent us all emails about them having problems of checks being signed. So I don't know. Marie, you're the one that usually signs the checks, right?
Yeah, I think there are 3 of us, and the assumption is that it's me signing all the checks, which, yeah. Actually, Trish was pretty cool about it last week. She came to my house because I had guests and I couldn't get out. But yeah, I mean, I can keep doing it. It doesn't always get done right away, and I'll work with Trish. It was the last few months. I have to say the last 3 or 4 months have been sliding, but usually I'm there every Friday.
Do you feel like there is something else someone else that you should be sharing this duties with? So it's
Well-
not just put on you, so we don't have Trish emailing us saying
Yep.
that checks need to be signed? So should
Robert
there
can
be a
sign
second
them.
person? But isn't
Robert
Robert
can-
already a signer and there's issues at this time?
Well, Robert doesn't, I don't know that Robert's been signing them either, so
And that's
he's
what
a
I'm
little
saying.
bit
Do you think that
closer. I'll talk to Robert. Let me talk to, I can, or you can talk to Robert, ask him. There may be, the only thing that he may not be able to sign could be the HUD checks. The ones that go to, I forget what they're called exactly, but the ones that pay rent for those who've moved out. I think either myself or Rebecca Wolf might be the only people who can sign those. But we can review that. I mean, but like I say, I'm prepared to continue to do it and talk to Robert and see if he'll, do it a little more regularly so that we're sharing the responsibilities, because that used to be the case.
And this is
It used to actually be Randall and I. Yeah. Sorry.
this is weekly Friday. That's when you go in to do the checks.
Yeah.
I'm open to helping with it at some point if you decide you need that.
Mhm.
Yeah, I
Mhm.
mean, Rebecca and I can just be signatories and swap every other week, She goes one week, I go to the next, or whoever's available that day, and that would make it better, I think.
Is that
Yes.
Rebecca Wolf you're talking about, or Rebecca?
Yeah,
Boyd?
Rebecca Bohr. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
So
is-
we could get it.
So is there anything that we need to do to add Rebecca Bower onto the check signing, or?
No, just, it's a general policy that you guys you're all in favor of Rebecca Bohr being the new check signer.
Do I need
Is
to make
that-
a motion?
But I
or
can-
do- Oh, sorry.
Can I just say, but I can still sign the checks, right, Tim?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay,
I think what
okay.
we'll have to do is we'll have to send Rebecca Bohr's signature. She'll have to sign a signature card for the bank. And we'll submit that to the bank so the bank knows that she's a designated signer. So Tricia will get her set up, send her, tell her when the card comes in for her to sign, and we'll send it to the bank. And just so they have it on file, so they know.
Okay.
But that you still be able to sign, Marie.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so are we good on that, Tim, or do we need
Yeah,
to make
yeah,
a motion?
yeah. No, I think we're fine. Yep.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, moving right along to final annual audit report.
So every year we have to have an independent auditor come in to audit our financials for the year. We have to do that every year, and then we have to submit that audit to HUD, and then HUD reviews it and they review it. And if there's any findings, it's submitted to the Housing Authority, and we have to make some correction. We'll have to make whatever corrections. The 2020 financial audit was performed, completed. It was submitted to HUD, and we just received notification that there were no findings, and they approved our 2020 audit as submitted. So that audit is completed for 2020, and that audits the entire financial system for the Housing Authority. I included in the email a digital copy of that report. I have hard copies in my office if anybody wants to take a hard copy.
Thank you for that, Tim.
You're
Is
welcome.
there any questions on that? Next up, we have a report from the resident commissioner, but he's not here. So Tim, do you have any reports that you can update us on maybe?
Yeah, so a couple things. So we've been actively working with our exterminator company, Pest Tech. We made a call to the main people at Pest Tech because we weren't really happy with their performance, and we kind of laid it on the line with them. The next day, their supervisor came out and did an assessment of the building the next day after we called. Since that time, they've put together a new plan and approach, which seems to be working. So we're giving them the benefit of the doubt to hopefully pick up the pace and be a little bit more involved and committed to the pest issue that we're dealing with. But so far, so good. They've been very responsive and have taken some extra measures in dealing with the problem. Just for future reference, we have interviewed other exterminators, and the center of the problem, or the center of the solution, and this was the same theme with all the exterminators, is education, and having the tenants have to work with us in order to solve the problem. We have been struggling with a handful of residents who will not allow us into their units, and I think moving forward, the housing authority is going to have to figure out how we can work with those residents so they feel comfortable, so we can get into those apartments to do the necessary treatment. But we've been working very diligently, and I'm hoping we made some progress with the exterminator company. However, we did have Orkin Exterminating in there today to do an assessment. So if things don't work out with Pest Tech, we have a couple other exterminator companies that we have interviewed. The second thing is COVID is back, and the Delta variant is back in full force. About a month ago, we started our treatment, our building-wide treatment and sanitation process. We are sanitizing and spraying the entire building. We've required masks. We've always required masks, but we're enforcing it again, and we have posted in the building that masks are required before they enter, and our staff is required to wear masks when in the common areas. We also have closed the community room temporarily as well, especially in light of the decision that the city and the county made to stop in-person public meetings. We felt that was in the best interest, and we may have had a resident recently die of COVID. I can't confirm that, but she was admitted with COVID symptoms a few weeks ago. So she may have passed away for that. The recovery kitchen would like to involve the residents in the food program, and they're looking for volunteers to do that. So that's been a successful program, and so if anybody knows any volunteers that are interested in that, please let Tricia know, or Kaya in the office know, so we can pass that along.
Thank you for that. Thank you for that update.
Yeah, you're welcome. Also, just one other thing too, Ravonda, before I get, that program delivers food twice a week as well. The last thing, we just had a
Uh-oh, Tim, we're losing you. I think we're losing you, Tim.
HQS inspection where we went through. I'm sorry.
Oh, Tim, we lost you. As soon as you started talking, we lost you. So can you start over?
Okay, yeah. What part didn't you get?
So when I was like, thank you, Tim, thank you for that update. And then you started talking again. You were like, before I get, and then we lost you from there.
Oh, okay. We just had a building-wide housing qualities health, HQS, housing quality standards inspection of all our units. We had a company come in this past week and they inspected all the units for health and safety inspection. So we have all the reports and all the inspection results of all the units. Those are being printed out. So if the board would like to see those, that has to happen every year. So we've completed our 2021 annual inspection of all the units as well. So I just wanted to add that.
Thank
I
you,
would
Kim. Thank you so much. Sorry, Marie.
I was just gonna say, I'd like to see that actually. Yeah, that would be
Yep.
good.
Yeah, the reports are in the office, Marie,
Okay.
and that's all I have.
Thanks. One more thing that I want to add to what Deb is working on as well, what has been added to her agenda is M&T Bank. Before I forget, she's also going to be reaching out to M&T Bank to see where we are. I've caught her up where everything from the beginning to now of where we are. So she's going to be jumping into that as well.
Oh, Ravonda,
Mhm.
I have forwarded the HUD response letter to Jacqueline at HUD.
Mhm.
She has that report. I just sent it to her because Kara from the HUD RAD sent an email out looking for this report by the 10th. And so I sent an email to Jacqueline asking her, to advise us what we should do. So, but I sent her a copy of the response letter that I drafted. She hasn't gotten back to me yet, so you may want to follow up with her. Or I can follow up with her tomorrow or Friday, actually, and see what she wants us to do. But I know that's probably going to be something Deb deals with. But the report, a response is done, and that Kara woman was looking for it. So so if somebody needs that report, I have it.
Okay, and you said you sent it to Jacqueline.
I sent it to Jacqueline and asked her to advise what she would like us to do. So I haven't heard back. But someone from HUD has the document, has the response document. Just in case they say they never got it.
Is there any public comment? I just want to thank everybody for being able to be here on this beautiful night. And like I said before, we all pretty much got a great summer. So now it's time to get back to work and do what we have to do. I will now make a motion to adjourn. Can I have a second?
That.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes to adjourn. Thank you all once again for being here. And I'll be talking to you guys soon. I'll be sending out an email out tomorrow after I speak with Deb tonight.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Tim.
Have a good one.
Thank you.